map pool the one? I don't know, but Moonlight Madness, really, really liking it so far. Bridgehead also decent, showing us some really unique ways to play on that map as well.
Yeah, Classic is giving us some really cool games as well, just with the style he's going for. Guys, we got the countdown already in here. Guys are getting into the map, to that lobby. We're about to start game number 4 here on Cactus Valley, a map we've had for a while, not one of the new ones. We'll see if Flash can close it out or if Classic is going to force a game number 5. Let's do it.
KT 롤스터 플래시 이영호 vs SK텔레콤 T1 클래식 김도우.
Up here in the top left in the red, our Terran friend, everybody knows him, it's Flash.
And his opponent to the top right, it's Classic, champion of both leagues, and one of the elite Protosses of SKT. Valdez, I think we're going to see Flash try to take a fast third base again on this map. Big map, wants to get away with it and do a timing attack. I don't think he wants to play against Classic in a normal game. We could see him do a 2-base timing, but those are starting to be faded out of the meta. Like, you can tell when Innovation can't make it work anymore. It's like really probably not. It's not like working anymore in general.
And Innovation kind of slowly falls off after it stops working. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a gigantic map. Flash has been doing this build a lot recently. But will Classic know that and maybe even possibly get a scout on it and try to punish him for it? The positions here, they're not cross spawns. They're as close as they could be here up in the top. And, Flash can tuck that third base south of his main, I suppose. He doesn't have to put it so close to the Protoss. But at the same time, the natural is closer than other possible positions. Yeah,
it's true. Yeah, there's a few different places you can do it. We've seen Zergs do both basically as well. Rare circumstances force certain weird situations on this map too. Like, as you saw in the last game, sometimes there's a better natural take, but you get SCV blocked and you just decide to take the riskier one, like we saw on Moonlight Madness. So here comes that SCV.
Lucky scout here from Flash, gonna find Classic first.
Very lucky. This is gonna perhaps change the way that Classic wants to do this, because it's looking like he wanted to hide a pylon, and now he's like, no, he can drop the Nexus. He's faster here.
Very fast. Even before he gets the scout on Flash, maybe he's just saying, oh, I know he's going to go for a drawing a blank here, command center first.
Yeah. He might hide a Stargate here, actually, with this probe. Not necessarily. It could just be for the scout.
He's going to need that second gas.
Well, he just hadn't added a second pylon for so long that I was really wondering about it, which I think might have been enough to like scare Flash into thinking that he was going to proxy. Sees the base now.
Yeah, it's a good read from Classic. If he had gone Nexus first against a Reaper, it could have done some serious damage, or at least been very annoying.
True.
Looks like
steal some money.
Yeah. Flash is going to play safe behind this, make 3 racks.
That SCV is actually pinged to follow the probe. So the probe is going to be chased, so if he was thinking about proxying with that probe, it's no longer an option. I think this is a great move by Flash.
Yeah.
Because Classic has actually been proxying so well, and if he doesn't proxy this probe, it's like, well, fine. You have to send another probe. Are you really willing to do that? You probably weren't planning on sending another probe out, so you're probably not going to do it anymore if you had it planned. And I am very willing to give away some of my mining to stop you from doing so. But he needs to realize he's rallied all the way back home.
Interesting from Flash, too. He doesn't make the third racks. In fact, he makes both gases. And he may just try to... Well, he's going to put down a tech lab here.
He's really liking this fast stim. And I think part of it's because Classic has already shown in many of these games he's like he's got the potential to do an all-in, do an aggressive attack early on, and also Stim is quite important against Tempest and Oracle type play as well.
And yeah, he just puts down a third Rax later. Interesting build from Classic, or rather Flash.
Yeah.
Classic, on the other hand, is just going to make another Stargate.
Just going to go Oracle, possibly into Tempest. I would never say that on this map if it weren't him, but it's possible. I don't think it's as strong on this map because there's not that much dead space. There's like a little bit of dead space next to the natural and behind that third base. Should Flash take that one, which I think he probably won't, considering that this is a TVP. But there's some dead space back there, but you don't have that freedom of mobility like you do on the other maps we saw this on so far. Classic clearly has studied and prepared for the maps really well. They're a bit disappointed with this game on the rematch on Moonlight Madness, but otherwise, prepared well. Is Flash going to proxy the factory again? Okay, no.
No. And at the same time, we got a Void Ring to play.
Oh, wow, he's going to do a Void Ray all in? This is what I do.
Is that you in the booth, Wolf?
That's me. I'm like he's living. If I were a top level Protoss, this would be me. All right, no turret here. In fact, he could have actually killed several of those Marines, but it's kind of hard to see how many there were, I guess.
Coming in here, gonna try to poke down some of the other SCVs, but not the best control there on the Oracle.
Let's see if he gets a second Void. Because this could also just be drop defense. Okay, nope, it's Void Ray. Every time I see a Void Ray,
dog.
Every time I see a Void Ray, something inside me changes. I feel different. I feel excited.
You feel like complete for the day?
Yeah, I just feel like something good is about to happen.
Everything's okay in the world?
Yeah.
That kind of feeling.
It's like every time someone Void Ray all-ins in a professional match, someone does a QXC-esque computer smashing, or keyboard smashing sort of moment. Like, that happens. It's like parallel. Somewhere around the world, besides in this tournament, someone is being Void Ray all-in right now.
Well put. Well, Stim is going to finish up here, and there's only 2 Void Rays, 2 Stalkers, and 2 Sentries. So he needs to force field that. He's not going to.
This is an insanely aggressive attack by Flash because he rushed out that early tech lab for the Marauders and combat shields. And look, when those combat shields finish, fighting this with Void Rays is going to be tough. He needs to target them on the Marauders. Oh, good force field here.
He's going to get a Marine and a Marauder. Attacking right before combat shields is finished, too. Doesn't have those units rallied either. He's giving them home. And now he's saying, oh, you have 2 Void Rays? What? I got to set up bunkers.
Yep. There's a pylon already ready. He's getting a Robo for safety, back at home for detection. But he's not planning on using it. He's not going to be like adding Immortals in. Catches this Marauder. Look at that. Already some extra damage being done here. Though those bunkers will melt to these Void Rays. Here we go. Going to engage it now. Combat Shield's very helpful in this case, but Stim would have definitely been better in the defense of this this sort of attack. Especially because you can't... oh, he does have Stim now.
Yeah, he does have
Okay,
Stim.
I'm sorry.
He's also got +1 about to finish up here. It's maybe 30, 40 seconds away.
I don't know why I thought he didn't have Stim. He used it several times before.
It's all good.
It's just the Void Ray timing is a bit off. It's a bit later now because of what happened earlier.
Yeah, and I don't think Classic is going to commit to this. He's just putting on, again, some more pressure. Some tempo play here from Classic. It's kind of interesting. Don't see it all too often from this Protoss, at least.
Yeah, he has to transition.
Like, is that SOS in the booth?
Yeah, that's what it starts to feel like. This is what I was wondering if we had the Void Rays for defense, because they can actually knock these Medivacs out of the sky in like no time with that prismatic alignment. And these Void Rays, I actually don't think this is a good choice to move these Medivacs out. I can't even believe he's doing it. He's trying to outrun these units, but look at this, a Stalker warp in. Now these 2 Medivacs are dead.
And they're about to run out of boost.
Where are they going?
Where are you going to drop, man? Where are you going?
He doesn't have Blink, so this is a painful chase to watch. I think they actually get away.
Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah. I guess he was going the right direction all the time.
This is so funny. He's like actually just on the wild goose chase of these Medivacs.
There he goes. He starts Blink.
He's like, all right, I've had enough of this.
Yeah. Going to have that third base coming down here ahead of Flash. Flash only putting that down now. Tucks it there in the nook.
Yeah, not in the cranny.
No. That's the nook, for sure.
We do have a Colossus on the way as this transition is starting to complete here.
He
Void
really
Ray's,
needs those.
Void Ray's not going to be useful in a fight at all here. They're only useful at drop defense straight up at this point in the game. In fact, using them for harass right now wouldn't even be a bad idea compared to actually having them in the army.
It may be hard for Classic to even hold this. Look at all of those units out of position to defend against this.
Yeah. All right, well, here we go. He's engaging it.
Only gateway units against Stinned Bio with +1 and combat shields.
No Mothership Core. And
It's not going to work out.
it's actually going to lose this fight. I think he might actually lose the game for it, Valdez.
May happen. Flash is in a great position to defeat Classic, a huge champion. He's done it multiple times. Let's not count him out of this game just yet, but he's playing from behind now, doing very interesting builds in this game.
Flash is about to be at 1-1 versus the +1 armor that's nearly finished for Classic. Colossus range isn't ready yet. It would be ready for an attack if he went for one, but if he just decided to go for an attack to hit the third base right now, he'd be way too vulnerable to drops. His Oracle is his best friend right now. He's actually going to have to use that to harass here, but if it gets intercepted, which it looks like it will, then he's not going to get anything done. It has so few hit points, 16 hit points.
Maybe able to get a couple kills anyway.
But, you know, that's not enough. It's just not enough. He needs some real heavy damage, and I can't believe that he started his third Nexus again so late. Like, after he pushed it back, after he lost it, he didn't even remake it for a while. He's in a really bad spot.
Yeah, it should have come down right away for sure, but he definitely does have to make that Nexus. Like, there's no way he could just walk across the map and kill Flash right now. He basically has to play from behind, play defensive, and just try to slowly pick away at Flash and hope that Flash can't kill him. I think like Flash is all... I think you're about to say what I'm about to say. You go for it.
I was going to say, I think we're going to see a 3 Ghost pushing. I think he's going to add a Ghost Academy soon. I think we're on the same page here.
We are. It's going to be interesting how the Void Rays interact in this fight.
Yeah. So
don't get to see it too often.
The Void Rays, if they target properly, will do well against the Vikings. Usually what happens in the fight, if there's no micro... Oh, he's just going to go for it now.
Yeah.
If there's no micro, if the Viking hits the Void Ray first, it'll take priority, but if the Marines shoot it first, it's going to shoot at Marines. So we'll have to target that while he's targeting everything else. It's going to be a very difficult fight for him to win.
Ooh, nice little blink there. Going to pick off one Viking. Another one is very low. He's got some force fields here. He's going to buy himself some time.
Yeah. The longer time he buys here, the more Colossus is going to have. Charge is basically required to hold this build. I don't think he's going to get it. The Vikings actually being repaired by those SCVs. A nice job there, making use of them. Oh, he's actually just going to hole up here and sack the third.
Yeah.
Problem is Flash has a third base. If he just kills the third and moves back, he's going to be just fine.
Poking now. Vikings, or rather, Colossus getting some really good shots. Here we go. Vikings targeting down the Void Rays first.
The Void Rays getting good shots on the Vikings, actually, with the prismatic alignment.
Will there be enough here to hold from Classic? It's really, really close.
He needs more Zealots.
Colossi survive.
He needs more Zealots, and here they come. And they've got the armor upgrade now, and they have charge. The Void Rays did so much for him in that fight, actually.
Unbelievable.
He holds. The Void Rays were targeted. He targeted the Void Rays. I would have never, ever, 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 and I wouldn't even do it again, knowing what just happened. Like, if you asked me to go back in time, I would have still predicted they would have not targeted all of his Void Rays perfectly, but he did. He targeted his Void Rays. He used prismatic alignment. And that actually turned the fight around for him.
Classic is holding on. It's insane. Flash lost a lot of SUVs in that fight, but keep in mind he still has the 3 orbitals here. He's going to have a lot of mules. He's not out of this just yet. He hasn't thrown away the game or anything like that. But let's see what Classic decides to do. Will he take the third base once again, or maybe just go for a follow-up?
He's hesitating a lot with this. It almost looks like he's waiting for one more Colossus, and he's going to go.
And look at the Viking count. You know, Flash has to remake from 0.
Yeah, luckily he has 2 starports. This is actually the best TVP series of this year for me already.
Yes.
This is a crazy awesome series to watch.
Definitely.
And it's not like these players are making huge mistakes either. Like, this game is a tactical move, a Void Ray on, scouted, reacted to, good control of the Void Rays afterwards to push that back. Flash did not expect him to be able to hold. This is a great series. Now he's got a third base, so if he can buy more time, he can actually come back in this game as well. All of these games have been really, really awesome.
Classic looking for the fight right now.
Okay.
He's going to push forward first. A big blink forward, trying to pick off some units.
Can actually use prismatic alignment again to fight those Marauders.
Oh, the Zealots trapped behind there. Not the fight that Classic wants. He may wait for +2 armor as well.
Yeah, actually, I think that's the way to do it.
He's still got two Void Rays in the sky. Those are going to help out a lot.
I mean, they're going to do extra damage to Marauders as well in the fight. They're really good at dealing with Marauders.
Looks like,
okay, perfect force fields. Benevac's move in on move command, and now he's going to zone this army out and kill the third. Oh, what glorious play we're seeing here. The Zealots charge in, and the Colossi, great shots. GG.
Before the fight even ends, Flash just wanted out of that game. He knew he was done. Classic holds on. What a crazy series, Wolf.
And I can tell you right now, I want to see a shot of him so bad. I know Flash is so mad right now.
Yeah.
He was up 2-0 in this series. He was at the close. Look at his face. Look how angry he is. He was so close to beating Classic, the man who just won Star League Season 2. To beat this guy 3-0 would have been incredible for his momentum.
Even 3-1?
Yeah.
Even 3-2. Even if he wins this series, it's still amazing for Flash.
He was in such a good position to win it. He almost had it won. He was so close. It was so close. And now it must feel like it's slipping through his fingers. And we are going into Dash and Terminal for game number 5.
I remember you said when the maps were being picked like 2 hours ago, you're like, oh, we're probably not going to see that map. Like,
yeah, I was like,
we are going to see that map.
That's a map that we'll see if it goes to game 5. It is going to game 5. Get everyone you know in here, because I can only imagine this will be the best game out of all the series if things continue as they are.
And what a